I just put 3 bags of soil into this hole, thanks to roads not being maintained, just outside our meadow. And now we are going to get the 5th bag in, 4th bag, and 4th and 5th bags in. Yes, 5th bag going in. This is July the 18th, 2025. Very, very dry summer. The soil has dried out and roads have contracted, and just have to do it, otherwise it will take the tires, and when the rains come it will be even more messy and dangerous to come out. Well worth doing though. Has to be done. I had to take all this soil all the way from Gillingham to Bethersden.
Okay.
Finally. That's good. It's going to rain tonight. Friday, 18th July 2025. After a very dry week, these blackberries have ripened. I've just had some. They're very, very tasty and sweet. But the thorns are just something to look at. You have to be very, very careful. These are wild blackberries, not the cultivated variety. Just had to make a path, otherwise I could not walk, even though I'm wearing 2 trousers. But the blackberries are just something to see. Very dry, but lovely and cool under the trees. The difference in temperature between just outside the trees and under the trees is amazing, even though it has been cloudy all day. The ground is really, really dry. We are supposed to have rain tonight. We'll let you know next week. It is 7:26 p.m. local time. Sunset is about 9:05, and I'm seeing bird box somebody put up years ago, and we really need to put more bird boxes and bat boxes up because of loss of habitat. Especially in this area, farmland is being built on left, right and center. The government says they need more homes, but these are not affordable homes. They cost nearly $1 million each. So who is going to afford them? A lot of thoughts come into my head, but it is not that all these homes are for the poor and the needy and the helpless and the disabled. The ditches are bone dry, no water. Let us hope the prediction is right and we get lots of water over the next few days. The horses were getting fresh water when we arrived about an hour ago. They are obviously happy and grazing happily. Lovely to see them. Last week, we went to the AGM of the Kent Wildlife Trust, and to my extreme happiness found that water buffaloes that we called bhans in the Indian subcontinent thrive here. And they even thrive in Norway. Apparently they are very, very good for streams and for ponds, for keeping the vegetation down. I would love to see a water buffalo in this area. Water level is reduced, so the plants are growing around the edge. They need to be taken out. But after the dumping of, 100, 200,000 tons of waste, about not even half a mile, quarter of a mile away, and the rain then brought it here, it seems to be recovering. It's quivering, so creatures are living. We'll have to take some of those trees out in autumn. Didn't do a single one last year. I don't know why. It was a wet winter, but must focus on that this year. Cannot do it till end of August, beginning of September. Need to open the sky. Pauline told us how to do it. Lovely forest of bracken. Apparently the cows used to keep it down, but there are no cows. Water buffaloes would be good and they will take it down. I don't know if they eat it, but it's really not a good idea to have so much bracken. Sunday, 3rd of August 2025, temperature is about 24 degrees Celsius and it is about 5 o'clock, 5 or 6 o'clock. Lots and lots and lots of blackberries, and they are very sweet. We've just had some. The Rose Bay willow herb is still flowering. It was the first wildflower to grow on the bomb sites of London after the Blitz. The blackberry crop is really good this year. I could easily make 100-200 bottles of jam, but then with the regulations you have to make sure that this and that, so we just make jam for ourselves. And I make apple crumble with blackberries. It's very, very nice. We get the blackberries, these wild ones, and we also get apples that grow on the side of the road, because there was an orchard where we live and they put houses, but few trees are still left. It is called scrumping. Also my friends who have got apple trees in their garden give me apples. I have to pick up a bag of apples tonight from my friend. She has rung to say she will have the apples ready and picked. These are biggest blackberries, wild ones, that I have seen in about 25 years of looking at blackberries. They're almost, some of them, as big as the cultivated variety. Must be this rain and then very, very warm, 24, 26, 27 degrees Celsius, and then rain. So it's really successful. It has not rained, so you can see how dry the soil is. I hope it rains soon. Supposed to rain tomorrow. These beautiful light purple flowers are still flowering. Wild red mushroom. The red color says, "Do not eat me, I am poisonous." Here is another bright red mushroom. The horses are all at the other end. Obviously the grass is sweeter there. It's good to see them in the freedom of the field with the lovely Kentish countryside and lovely breeze in the air. I will shut up and you can hear it. This view never ceases to amaze me. Come February, March, first you get the yellow wild primroses, and then you get the scent and the lovely color of bluebells, and this is a carpet of bluebells. It is unbelievable. You may see a few stalks with seeds of bluebells on them. That's it, nothing else. Looks dead underneath the trees, but it is not. It is very much alive. The leaves of the yellow wild primroses, the English primrose, they are growing in order to basically make the roots bigger. So next year, universe willing, creator willing, we should have a lovely, beautiful sea of yellow primroses. This is the second pond. It is very, very low. Still there is enough water. Hopefully it's going to rain tomorrow, but if not, no rain is predicted for another 10-12 days. Temperature is going to go to 24-27. This is the only source of water for the wild animals. There isn't anywhere else. As you can see, the plants have grown. We will have to cut them back when August, September comes. But it is really very, very sad that the climate is changing and we will have to adapt. How, I don't know. We cannot store any more water apart from making more channels to go into this pond. It is about 6:30, so the sun is streaming through the trees. It is beautiful. Sunset is about 8:45 at the moment. Lots of lovely pinkish bracket fungus growing and breaking down basically the dead wood, turning it back into soil, and the cycle repeats itself. Amazing fungus, the way it grows sideways. White fungus, busy breaking down the wood into soil. It is 6:30 p.m. Can barely hear a single sound in the wood. Very, very quiet. Here is another fungus, mushroom. They are a bit early. Normally we have them in October, November, but they are earlier this year. This foliage used to be kept down by cows and cattle, but nobody is farming that here, hence it is growing in this area. It is bracken. A very well camouflaged mushroom.
The jobs are found my way.
Very, very dry. I've looked at the weather forecast and no rain predicted for the foreseeable future. Very worrying. Molehills, seen them for the first time. Moles eat earthworms. So here they are, a nice little colony. Cracks in the path due to lack of rain. A beautiful hornbeam clump that has been coppiced many a time in the past. Many times. Hornbeam is hardwood, and I think that was grown to make charcoal. There is more water in this pond, so there is water for the wildlife. And if 25 years ago Pauline Harvey of English Nature had not suggested we put these in, there would be no water in the wood now. Nothing at all. A pity that that type of support is no longer available. She was absolute godsend. Just came around twice, but said to her, you must put ponds in. The climate is going to change and there is no water in the wood and you must do that. And we did. It is 8:20 in the evening. Mosquitoes have come out and the dragonflies have come out. I don't know if my camera will catch them. I'm keeping it still. They are everywhere. Feeding frenzy. Just moving it slightly. I can see them with my eye. I don't know if the camera sees them. But they are amazing. Loads of dragonflies. Busy eating. So time to go home or we will get eaten by the mosquitoes. It's lovely to see them just eating. I hope I caught some on the camera, but I can't tell. They're so fast.